Hey, welcome to Real at Midnight, a podcast where we uncork and unwind. I'm Pa Houa.
I'm Jessica.
And I'm Gao.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Real at Midnight. Today, our choice of wine is Brancaya.
Toscana, something like that.
Yeah, it's
an Italian wine.
Yeah, it is an Italian Tuscan wine. The pronunciation is Brancaya. That's what I
Nicely done, Jessica.
Yes. Yeah, can't you guys believe that it's already February? January went by real fast.
I know, like just in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Just 1 month, already gone.
That went by real fast. How are things so far? Any updates on your goals from your vision boards or anything you want to update us on? Or the Ram family on? I just made that up.
That's cute.
Not much for me. I've been just trying to be consistent with working out. I started school, so I've been busy this past week with that. And then moving forward, just busy. I just foresee myself being busy with that and the podcast and other life events that, will be thrown at you and me. Recently, I ordered this Unilove planner, and it's a self-love and productivity planner. So I've been trying to write in that every day and set myself up with goals for the next day. And so I'm hoping to keep that up for February too.
Yay.
Yeah, but that's
exciting.
it about me.
Nice. For me, I did a lot of decluttering these past couple of days. Because as I've mentioned before, I want TK and I to kind of enter more into a minimalist lifestyle. So I decluttered my closet, donated a bunch of stuff to Goodwill.
Oh.
Yeah, and I also cleaned our living room. I took all of our photos down, all our decors.
Oh, why?
I don't know, I just wanted to change them up. So I have new decors up.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Yeah.
So I remember in your house you have all these shelves with pictures on every single one of them. So you don't have that anymore?
No, I don't have those anymore. I took them all down.
What? But you just had them up for maybe a year.
A year? Or
Yeah.
2? Not
Yeah.
even?
Yeah.
Year and a half. Yeah, I mean, I'll put those photos somewhere else. So they're not just going to be gone, but they're just not in the living room right now. I think it looks better. It makes me feel better when I walk into my living room. It feels less cluttery.
Oh, well, that's good too.
Yeah. So you guys will have to check that out the next time you guys are over.
I look forward to seeing your house.
How was your first week of not working?
Oh, it's good. I've done just a lot of furniture shopping.
That sounds fun. I'd rather do that than work.
I know, that's something TK, I'm so glad I am able to do this because I get to combine kind of my love for shopping, just going out to shop, and then my just me being able to be creative with those projects and just painting them or redecorating them and whatnot. So it doesn't feel like work, it feels fun. And being able to take photos of them and just posting them. So I've been really enjoying that this past week.
That's good. And you're doing something you love.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's me. Not a ton of updates. I didn't do any workouts. That's okay.
I'm sure painting and sanding down those furniture is a big workout in itself, and carrying it into your house.
And TK does not help me. He's so mean. Yeah. Rude. Well, he used to help me, but then I think one time he goes, "This is supposed to be your project." So you can carry all these stuff. And I'm like, okay, fine.
Then it's gonna be my money too.
That's right. What about you, Jessica?
This week hasn't been eventful. I don't think Tujer is listening to this. I hope he isn't. But so I told you guys about his rod that I ordered. Did I tell you guys?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it came in. It's at my parents' house currently. And then next week, I'm just going to go to my sister's house to do that customizing.
Oh,
little
yeah.
wording thing on his rod.
The vinyl.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I'm excited about that, but I worked out like 2 days this week.
Oh, that's good still.
Yeah, so I'm hoping I could do some more workouts this weekend because I know I'm going to be busy on Monday and Tuesday. So other than that, have you guys finished Bridgerton, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
I want
God.
to talk about that too.
They're so hot.
I know.
Okay, let's spend the next 10 minutes talking about it, or 5 minutes, and then we'll get back on track.
Oh, yeah.
So if you haven't watched Bridgerton, we highly recommend it. If you like hot and steamy shows.
Yeah. A few things I have to say about it is that don't watch it if you're on your period. Unless you and your boo thing are okay with doing freaky
Period
shit.
sex, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
freaky shit while you're on it. But yeah, Tujiro was happy that I watched it because, some shit went down. And the last thing is #ride like Daphne.
Dang, I didn't know that was a hashtag until you brought it up.
It's not a hashtag. I just made it up.
It's a Jessica hashtag. Okay, I saw you sent that in the group chat. I was like, wait, what?
I know, it's like I've never heard that before, Jessica.
No, I just made it up because she'd be writing it like,
She did.
give me that baby.
They got it right like Simon too.
Oh, yeah. See, ooh. He's so hot.
For real.
Oh my God.
I just can't. Oh,
Oh, we should put a disclaimer.
melted.
Spoilers.
I know. We can do that. Sorry, spoilers.
Yes.
But oh my gosh, I love that rain scene where like they made it to his I don't know what it's called, but his place, and then they went out in the rain and they were like, I don't know, frolicking. I don't know, but they were making out and having loves. I don't know. They were just making love, and oh my gosh, it's so sexy.
They were making love everywhere.
Everywhere.
And anywhere.
I
On the
know.
ladder, the
I know.
library. I was
On
like,
the
whoa.
stairs. I know.
Having a picnic.
Out in
dang.
public. I was like, damn.
I was like, oh my god, is that how they used to do it back then? Like no shame at all.
I think this is just for television.
Yeah.
And I mean, he
Who
is the
knows?
Duke, right? So he's technically everyone's bosses. So
For real. And everyone loves him too.
yeah,
He's so sexy.
he is. I think when I first watched, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this guy. I was like, he's kind of cute,
Yeah.
and then he really grew on me. I was like, ooh,
I know.
hot.
When you thought that, at first I
Yeah.
was like, oh dang, he's the main star.
I saw it like popping up on Netflix, but I was like, it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I finally like watched it and I was like, okay, it's really good.
I know, I was surprised when I told you guys, or when I asked if you guys were watching it, and then Jessica said, yeah, I'm watching it right now. I was like, oh, okay. We gotta talk about this after you're done.
yeah. I think a lot of people were talking about it. And did you guys see that they've been confirmed for season 2?
Oh yeah, I heard.
The Viscount and I, that's the next
I heard.
season.
I feel like at the end of season 1, she shouldn't have gotten pregnant.
I know.
I
don't know. I was
waiting
hoping
for them
for-
to get pregnant.
I know, but I was hoping for season 2 for her to get
Yeah.
pregnant, not at the end
Yeah.
of season 1.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of just like rushed everything in the end. Like there was no like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to see what happened next season. Like they just made everything happen at the end. Like they found out who Lady Whistledown was. And
I'm
then,
surprised they did that part.
Yeah, because I thought they were going to save that for next season.
yeah.
I thought they wouldn't even reveal it. Kind of like Gossip Girl, because you know how Gossip Girl, not
Yeah.
Gossip Girl,
yeah.
Pretty,
Pretty
Little
Little
Liars.
Things.
Pretty Little Liars. Pretty Little Liars. 'cause
Heck yeah, that series, oh my
show.
god, took
Yeah,
forever.
for real.
No, but it is that Bridgerton is similar to Gossip Girl too, because TK and I we watched. I don't know, have you guys
Yeah.
watched it? TK and I watched, and our first thought was this is just like Gossip Girl,
Oh yeah.
where
Yeah.
the narrator writes his juicy column, and then everyone is so influenced by what they're saying.
Oh,
If you
okay.
haven't watched
I
it,
haven't
you
watched
can-
it yet. I have to watch it
It's been a
now.
long time since I watched
Yeah.
it. It was like middle school when I watched it.
Yeah, lots of sex scenes in there too, Jessica.
Okay, just my cup of tea.
Dang. Bridgerton was too hot. I was like, oh.
It was
like
really good.
chemistry.
It was better than expected, though.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna
Yeah.
be boring, like this, whatever time.
The
zone.
Regency era?
Yes, I was like, oh, this looks kind of boring. I don't know. Are they gonna talk out fancy and British? But it turned out much better than I expected. So I'm
Yeah.
glad
Did
I
you
watched
guys?
it.
Did you guys hear like the the music or the songs that they remix.
Yes.
I was like, oh my gosh. I listened to like that genre of music for like the next couple of days.
Was it Ariana's Thank You Next?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that until DK said it. He was like, are they playing Thank You Next by Ariana Grande?
Yeah,
I was like,
right
wait,
away.
what?
I was like, what the heck? This is so odd.
And they also played Girls Like You. And they also did Wildest Dreams by Taylor Swift.
They also did a Shawn Mendes song.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, In My Blood. Is it that one?
I don't know. I didn't notice it, but I was watching a YouTube video about Bridgerton. And then they said that Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and Shawn Mendes, and something
Maroon
else.
5.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I didn't notice Shawn Mendes in there, but I did notice Ariana Grande right away.
I'm excited for season 2.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
But I was talking to my coworker about it, and she said that there is an article that kind of like they kind of like just described how like all the exercises they needed to learn to kind of make the sex scenes look real.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like a stunt basically that they have to like choreograph it all and practice, and I was like, well, dang.
I know.
Which part's fake and which part's real? I was like, oh, it looks pretty real.
I know. Yeah.
But I guess we'll never know.
I mean, I like them together, so.
I
See,
love
not
them
complaining. I
together.
they have such good chemistry too.
They do. But anyways, shall we move on?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
So as we all know, February is the month of love. Many of us make an extra effort to spend time with our significant other or our closest friends. And I know dinners, proposals, and Galentines are really popular during this month. So for today's episode, in honor of love, we're going to share our love languages and discuss how we see them appear in our relationship with our significant other.
All right, so the love language quiz is based on the 5 Love Languages book by Gary Chapman. If you would like to take this quiz, you can take it on 5lovelanguages.com. The 5 love languages are ways to communicate your love to someone: words of affirmation, quality time, acts of services, receiving gifts, and physical touch. For words of affirmation, it means that people with this language values verbal acknowledgments of affection, compliments, words of appreciation, verbal encouragements, or digital communication through texting or social media.
For quality time, that means they feel loved knowing that their partner wants to spend time with them, giving your undivided attention to them, and the time is spent with no distractions. For acts of service, you value your partner going out of their way to make your life easier. They believe that actions speak louder than words.
The next one is receiving gifts. The person feels loved when they're given a gift, and it is not about the monetary value, but the thought behind the gift. And the last one is physical touch. That's where they feel loved when they receive physical signs of affection, including kissing, holding hands, cuddling on the couch, and sex. A physical intimacy and touch can be incredibly affirming and serve as a powerful emotional connector for people with this love language.
All right, so before we dive in and share our love languages, why don't we go around and guess love
Let's
languages?
guess Pa Houa first.
Okay. You guys want to guess the number one? What was my number one?
I think number 1 for you is acts of service.
You think so?
How about you, Gao?
I'm stuck between that or quality time.
I say acts of service because Pa Houa tend to like, she's more of a busybody, I feel like, and she likes to do things a lot around the house. And I feel like, I don't know, maybe a little help from TK.
Yes, I'm nodding my head.
What kind of show her that he like pays attention and he wants to help her out.
I agree. I think that'll be my number 1. Maybe quality time for number 2 for Pa Houa.
Yeah. Is that correct?
Let me reveal. Dun, dun, dun. Acts of service. I got 37% for that.
Woo.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's high.
Yeah. And then my second place, it's a tie between words of affirmation and quality time.
Wow.
How many percent was that?
20%.
Oh, okay.
And then my last place is receiving gifts. I don't know, it's physical touch at 10%. Receiving gifts is
Really?
13%. Yeah.
I can see that.
The physical touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just not my biggest. I don't think he needs to physically touch me to show me love. So, yeah, when I was taking this, I was like, oh, I don't know. But then now that when I look at the results, like, yeah, this looks about right.
Yeah.
Let's guess Gao next.
Okay.
I think Gao is a quality time girl.
I can see that. I also think she's a words of affirmation girl too, just because, well, she has mentioned that she likes to express her love to Va.
That's true. I forgot about that.
That is true.
Yeah, maybe she is. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I still think it's quality time.
Yeah. I think quality time is a high one for her too.
Yeah. Because I know TK has mentioned when Va plays game too much, like you would want him to come hang out with you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Instead of
I'm
letting
like,
him play games. So
dude, why don't you come hang out with me instead?
Yeah.
We play games like all the time. And I'm like, let's do something together instead.
Does he work from home too?
Yeah, he does.
And he plays game while he waits. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And then he plays
Exposed.
game at night too. And then I'm like,
Oh my god.
okay, time
That's
to get
enough.
up.
Yeah.
Not to sound like his mom or anything, but like, dang, your wife needs some attention too.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with those two as our top
Yeah.
two choices.
Well, to surprise you guys, my top one is acts of service.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. But then it makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. So acts of service is 35%. Quality time is second, which is 32%. So they're both like really high up there.
Yeah, they are.
And then physical touch I have at 13%. Words of affirmation 10%. And then receiving gifts 10% as well.
What was quality time? What's the percentage?
32.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, we got one right.
Yeah. And this is very different from when I last took it back in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised by the results of it too.
I think mine is different too. So I guess that just goes to show that we're always changing.
Yeah. I gotta say the same thing because I took it last year and it's a little different from what I got today too.
Wow, I'm surprised. Even just after a year taking it.
Okay, let's guess Jessica.
Physical touch.
I was going to say that too. I was like, physical touch, number one.
What makes you guys say that?
Shall we replay what was mentioned earlier?
That's funny. Well,
Wait, hold on.
oh, okay.
I think your other love language will... I don't know. I'm stuck between quality time and acts of service. I feel like those two are you. Because I feel like you're probably similar to me that you would like it if Tujira helps out around the house or not even the house, like running errands or something like that.
That's
Along
correct.
that line.
Yeah.
She said that's correct. No need to guess more then.
No, but
Act of service, number two.
so acts of service is actually the highest one. I got 33%
Wow.
for that one.
Well, all of us were acts of service then.
Yeah.
Pay attention, boys. And then the next one is words of affirmation at 27%. Physical touch is 20%.
Yeah.
Receiving gifts is 13%, and then quality time is 7%.
I'm
Quality
surprised by that quality time.
Yeah.
At 7%. You guys spend a lot of time together.
We do.
Like doing certain like activities together.
Yeah.
Or are they just all Tujira's activities?
I think they're all pretty much teachers' activities.
So maybe his top is like quality.
Yeah, one of his top one is quality times, but
Okay.
I would have to say the acts of service is pretty accurate for my highest, and then words of affirmation is pretty accurate too. I think it's just because growing up, I've always been doing things by myself. So, and then sometimes if I have too much to do, then I would get overwhelmed by all the things I need to do. And I think just the act of helping me out and me asking him to do something for me and he does it, it just shows me that you actually care.
I know, right?
And it can be the smallest thing.
I
For
know.
real. Like vacuuming the bedroom floor or like, I mean, for you guys, vacuuming the house, or, like taking out the trash. Like, I want you to do it without me having to tell you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you doing that service.
Yeah.
Just like, wow, you can like pay attention to things instead of like the world revolves around you.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like if they know what to do, then they won't see it as asking them to do too much or nagging them too much, because the other day I was asking teacher to like, oh, check the door before you come sleep, or can you take out the trash, or can you do this and do that? And then he got upset. He's like, you're asking me to do this, do that, do this, do that. And I was like, you're neglecting one of my love languages.
I know, that's what they tell about too. Like, you're not meeting my love languages right now.
Yeah, so acts of service is a big one for me. And then words of affirmation, you just tell me that you love me. You just tell me that
That you
don't know.
care.
I know.
Just so simple.
I know. I really just want all of these to be my love languages, though. I feel like every day it's a little different. Like,
That's true.
one day I might need your physical touch more than your acts of service. Now, like reflecting back, just from like getting married till now, acts of service is pretty high up there. Just because, like Jessica, you said, like I just want you to do things without me telling you, or like when you actually do it, I'm like really surprised.
Yeah.
And, wow, like thank you for doing it. Like
Yeah.
that's very nice of you. But then sometimes they don't get the hint either.
I know.
Even after you say like, oh, like thanks for doing it. Next time, like you don't see it happen again.
This is a one-time deal with them.
I know.
Sometimes.
But I think marriage definitely changed my love languages a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe when Tika and I were just dating, I feel like physical touch was way higher up there for me. But now that I don't know, maybe where Miriam's like,
Get away from me. I don't need your physical touch.
I'm tired of you.
Have you forever, so
Help me around the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different priorities now.
Yeah.
All right, so before we continue to talk more about our love language, let's talk about love. How do you two define it? And in the words of Bruno Mars, would you say you'd catch a grenade for him?
I would. I think you're just so in love with this person that you're willing to, I don't know if it's too much to say, trade your life for them. I don't know, but
you'll basically do anything for them.
yes.
Take a bullet for them, Jessica.
It'll be sad, but I would do, I would do that.
Korean drama.
I know, I was thinking that too. Super dramatic.
But I guess there are like different types of love where like the love you have for your family members and your friends, and then there's the love you have for your hobbies and all that. For me, I wrote this down a little while ago just so I can put my thoughts together. But this is just how I show my love to Tujer, I guess. For me, love is putting that person's needs before yours. Love is when you're having a bad day at work, but your day becomes better right when you see them. But sometimes when you're having a bad day at work and you see them, they make your day worse. It could go both ways, but you still love them either way. And then love is when they are your motivation. Love is when you're happy because they're happy. Love is that happy, rewarding feeling you get when you set goals together and accomplish them together. And love is finding perfection in an individual when no one is perfect in this world.
That's cute. You wrote that all yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think I agree with you how they can make your day better, but they can also go the very opposite and make it worse. Like there's this thin line. And I think it's because because we care for this person so much that we give them so much power, so much, I don't want to say so much control, but what they do and say influence us so much because we do give them this, power to influence us, make us do different things, make us feel all these kind of feelings. So I think I agree with what you said. And I also think that when you're in love, is when you're willing to take risks for this person.
Yeah.
Or you probably won't take these risks if you weren't with this person, you weren't madly in love with them, you probably wouldn't go elope. Right. Or I don't know, whatever else you do is you would consider risk. But I agree with what you said.
Yeah, I do too. And I do want to add that being in love is, for me, it's like loving that person unconditionally too. Like despite all their flaws, despite their habits that you probably don't like, and all the other things, you still love them. I think that's a big one. And I feel like that's something you want to feel for your significant other. And I feel like if you can't do that, then it'll be tough to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Or to think about what the future might be for the two of you.
And I also think with love, like you could be mad at this person, but you cannot stay mad at them forever.
Yeah, seriously.
You guys find yourself doing that. I feel like I find myself doing that all the time with TK.
All the time. The other day I was mad at Va, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to sleep mad. I'm gonna wake up mad too. And then I woke up mad still. I just wanted some space. But then like halfway through the day, maybe not even halfway, like by noon, I was ready to be like comforted. I was like, I can't stay mad at you. And it's so funny too, because sometimes when I'm angry at him and I tell him I'm angry, or I'm expressing that I'm angry, like I just want to end up smiling. Like I just want to smile, and it just ruins everything.
Yeah.
Or like when I see him, and I'm mad, I tell him like, I just can't be mad at you, because every time I see you, I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
It's cute.
Yeah, I agree. Because I think even with TK and I, when we have a little arguments, when we go to bed mad, but I still end up cuddling him because
That's so cute.
I still love him. I know I'm mad.
No, I'm the opposite. If I'm mad at you, I'm turning this way, you're turning that way. But then like when you're ready to be comforted and they don't know, or they're like, they probably know but they're too stubborn to, you're like, I'm ready to be comforted.
Yeah.
Give me some love.
I know. That's just so funny, because I feel like when we're mad, we don't want them to comfort us, but then we're also mad and we want their comfort too. So they're kind of like, so what do you want?
I know. That's funny. But then remember that day where we were doing that podcast and I said that we were going through a rough patch.
Oh, yeah.
We're not talking terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, later after that recording, we were eating dinner, and then like I was being nice. I was ready to make up, and so I gave him a plate full of food, and he looked at me, and then he started smiling. And
That's cute.
He's like, and then we hugged, and he was like, I could never stay mad at you forever. And I was like, oh, then why didn't you just come? Jeez.
Right. Like, why did you say that first? Why did I give you this plate of food before you say it? But maybe guys are just like us. Maybe that's how they feel. Like, I need her to comfort me first or something.
No, that's not how Vi is. Vi's like, if you want something, then tell me. Sometimes when he thinks that I want it and I tell him I don't want it, but I do want it, then he doesn't give it to me. But then
I want it. I don't want it.
Wink, wink.
It's true. Girls are
It's a
just
hard
confusing. Mm-hmm. We're confused ourselves.
I know.
So,
do you think it's possible for a couple with different love languages to succeed?
I think so, as long as you know what their love languages are and you're meeting their love language needs.
I agree. I feel like if you're someone out there and you're having difficulty in a relationship, I think it'll be nice for you to take this quiz with your significant other and figure out like what your love languages are, and then how you can meet those needs with each other. And I think that would be a big improvement in your own relationship, because I know, like how we said earlier, sometimes I tell my significant other like, hey, you're not meeting my love languages, and then he'll act all like comforting and do all this stuff, and it's only temporary, and then you have to tell them again. But as long as like they are reminded of what your love languages are, then it just gives them that that thought that, oh, I should do this, and that even if just for a little bit.
I think it's because like we're more in the beginning of our marriage too, where we have to give them that constant reminder. But I feel like in the long run, after being married for like 10, 15 years, hopefully it gets better. Hopefully it's just in their conscience.
we'll see.
This will be our like time capsule. We'll come back to this 10 years later.
Yeah.
Reflect on this episode. But I will say, TK and I, we've been together for a long time, and I still got to remind him. So
some things don't change, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, I think it definitely gets better. I think as long as you both know what your love languages are, that's better than being upset and him or you being, in the unknown, not knowing what you're supposed to do, or waiting for them to tell you what to do. And if you know what your partner's love language is, you can always be like, okay, right now she's mad. Maybe I should try this if this fits in her love language. Like if it's act of service and she's mad, maybe I can go wash the dishes or
Back in the house,
start
and
cleaning or something. So that's better than not knowing. Everyone, go take it.
Yeah.
For real.
I recommend
I do too.
the quiz, yeah.
And talk about it with your partner. Like, just don't take it just to see what you are, but take it and then have your partner take it too, and then have a discussion about it. That's how you learn and how you grow within your own relationship.
Do you guys think it's easier to be in a relationship where both members share similar love languages?
I want to say yes and no.
Yeah, same. Yes, because then you have more commonality and you're always expecting the same from each other.
But maybe it comes naturally because that's probably how you show your love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, because I feel like you need other things in your life too.
Yeah, because I feel like it would just be, I don't want to say too boring.
I was thinking that too. Like, too mediocre. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I think if it works, then go for it. But
yeah.
I don't think it would be easier to be
Exactly.
just have similar love languages.
Because maybe there are couples out there that have like the same or similar love languages, but they don't actually like stay together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's like it could be words of affirmation, and maybe I need him to say I love you to me, but for him he's probably needing like the appreciation, I don't know, expression, like, oh, I appreciate you so much, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's on a spectrum. Like it's not just all acts of service is just you doing chores. It
Yeah,
could be,
right.
Maybe you doing something else.
There are different ways of showing that same love language.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you shouldn't expect your partner to share the same love languages as you. But you should at least try to understand what their love languages are.
I think it's fun too having different love languages though.
Yeah.
'Cause you kind of learn. Like, of course, there's going to be like rough patches, but that's where you get stronger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know, fun to an extent, because sometimes I do wish. Sometimes I do wish, now that I'm thinking about this question again, that maybe it would be easier if we do have the same love language. I don't know. Baby, I want to spend time together. Okay, let's spend time together. Me too.
Oh, let's clean the house.
Oh yeah, I clean over here. You clean over there. I don't know. Anyone out there who's in a relationship, if you guys share the same love language, let us know. How's your relationship?
What do you like about it? What don't you like about it?
Because I don't think TK and I share the same love language.
Has he taken it?
He took it a while back, but
Okay.
he didn't. We haven't taken it together recently. Except I took it just now. What about you guys? Did you guys have your hubbies take it?
Yeah, I had teacher take it like last year when I took it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm probably going to have him take it again because I think it could change.
Maya and I took it in 2017 together, and then I had him take it again today. And so he did, and so we had a mini discussion about it. So I know what his top one is. So I know what his top love language is, and it kind of surprised me too, but we'll save that for another time.
Do you guys think it's possible to learn your partner's love language?
I think so. I think it's just a part of being in a relationship and just knowing what your partner needs. Like if my partner likes quality time, like I want to be able to do that to them or give that to them so that our relationship is happy and
Right.
things are going well.
Because I feel like if you love them enough, you will want to fulfill their needs or...
Yeah, you want them to be happy.
And I also think that since we all took the test, none of us got 0% at anything. You know, so
yeah, it's a little bit of everything.
Right. So obviously we care about these love languages. They're just not as high, just not a big priority. And so I think if our partner has a different one that is maybe low for us, like we obviously still care for that love language, we can always just up it a bit when we're hanging out with them or when we are both doing this love language together. Whereas like maybe when we're apart, I don't have to bother doing it as much. I don't know. So I think it is possible to learn your partner's love language.
Yeah. Tujer's last quiz, he got 0% for receiving gifts.
Really?
Really? I'm surprised.
Yeah.
But he loves giving you gifts.
Yeah.
He don't give me anything.
I don't know, girl. Those fishing poles.
Just look at Jessica's Instagram or Facebook.
There's nothing. I can't recall.
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
surprised. I didn't know you can get a 0. I mean, I never thought about getting a 0 in one of the love languages.
Same, because I thought these are just basic, like,
Basic.
in being in a relationship.
Yeah. I thought it would appear somehow, like even at a very small percentage.
No, but I can see it. Like, it makes sense for Tujer because he would rather buy things himself than me buying it because he's a very picky person. So he would rather get it himself than me buying it. But he better like that pool that I get him because it's like spoons.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Maybe you can have him retake it and see.
Yeah, maybe
What
it's
that-
different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised since all of ours are a little different from before.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys do when your love languages are not being met? I know, like I said earlier, I tell him straight up, like, you're not meeting my needs. Give me what I want and what I need right now.
You know, sometimes I forget about the love languages. And if we get mad, then we stay mad. But then the other day when we were mad at each other and I knew that we were talking about the 5 love languages this week, I told him that he was neglecting one of my love language. And he was like, oh, okay. So I don't know. I feel like if you're not getting what you want, you should just let them know that that's what you want. And I feel like if they love you enough or they care enough about it, then they will express it the way that you want them to do it.
Or they'll pay attention.
Yeah, because after I said that to him, and he knows that every time I work out, like I would move the coffee table out of the way so I have space to move around. After I said that to him, he went and moved the coffee table.
Oh, see, so it works.
But did he know you were going to work out though?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
told him that I was going to work out.
I just imagine that he didn't know, or he
randomly
and he just moved it, thinking that you're gonna work out, assuming that you're gonna work out.
What are you doing?
And then you get mad at him again.
You put that back.
I'm not gonna work out. You think I'm fat or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's similar to Jessica. Sometimes I forget about the love languages. I think I'm just in those moments where if we're having heated arguments, like I am too upset to even go back and think about the love languages. Like, okay, maybe he's needing his love language to be met too, and not just me needing my love language to be met. So I think for us, anyways, we usually just give each other some time off to cool before we come back and really reflect on the love languages.
I mean, that's good too. Because sometimes during that cool down period, you reflect about what you said and what's being met and what's not.
I know for me in those cool down periods, sometimes I reflect back. I'm like, gosh, like it's so stupid.
I know.
Our argument is so stupid. It's so small. Or it's like, if only I had done something just a little bit different, then we wouldn't be in this stupid argument. Like if I hadn't said, I don't know, whatever I said in that argument, it would be different. You know, have you guys had those moments where you just reflect like, crap,
Yeah.
all this could have been avoided?
After realizing that the issue is so small that it's more of pride where you don't really want to be the first one to apologize.
Oh, yeah. Like TK and I are pretty prideful.
I think you guys are.
I agree. But I think there's another part to it too. Like when, even if it's prideful, but then they end up like saying they're sorry and then you're surprised by it. And like, how do you react then? Like, okay, like back up. And then,
It's like, are we supposed to hug and make up now?
I know, like, what am I supposed to do with myself now? You said sorry. Like, I'm so mad. Like, I can't say that. How do you just drop it all like that too?
I think it just takes time.
Yeah, I think so too.
I also feel like what you do with that time, though. Have you guys heard? It's like an old quote. It's not time doesn't heal. It's what you do with that time that heals you. So if you spend 10 minutes still being upset, then even that 10 minutes, you're still going to be upset at them.
Yeah.
So if you spend 10 minutes really reflecting and feeling and thinking about what happened, and then I think maybe that would change and you might end up forgiving them quicker than if you can spend the next 10 minutes being upset at them.
I agree.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Good advice, Pa Houa.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, so if your love languages are not being met, make sure you communicate to your buteng.
Yeah.
All right, so we're reaching towards the end of our podcast, but before we end it, let's go around and say one thing that we love about our significant other. Gao. Popcorn
Me?
Gao.
I was gonna say you can go first. I mean, there are many things that I love about Va. The first thing that always comes to my mind is how selfless he is and how he's willing to always drop whatever he's doing and go help whoever needs help. Even his friends, his family, just anyone in general, if you were to ask him to come and help you do something, he'll right away say, when do you need my help and when can I come? And to me, that just gives me a good reminder that I need to practice that a little bit more too. The second thing is just his patience. He's just so patient with everything and everyone. And even to me, sometimes when I'm rushing him, I just gotta think about him like, would Va rush me? Probably not. So why am I rushing him?
Aww.
The things he do and how he carries himself are just really good reminders to me that I need to practice those values more often in my life. Mm-hmm. So every time I look at him, he's just a good reminder of what I need in my life.
Aww. But it's a good balance though. So
I agree.
Yeah.
so he won't be taken advantage of.
Yeah.
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 But I think I can agree that that's a good attribute of Va, where he's selfless, and I think everyone can see that too.
We're definitely witnesses of that.
Yeah.
He's always down to come help whenever we call
yes.
for help.
Yeah, and he's been one of Tujer's buddies ever since, I don't know, high school, but Tujer's been talking about Va a lot when we were dating. Okay, Va Gao.
Really? What did he
Yeah.
say about me? I don't know.
No,
What
he
he would
doesn't.
say?
He doesn't say anything. He just say Va's girlfriend Gao.
Popcorn and me.
Yes, popcorn to Pa Houa.
I guess just tying it back into my number one love language, acts of service. I feel like TK, he's been so great.
Oh, applaud to that. Dang. Hint.
Because I know when we eat dinner, sometimes I don't want to wash the dishes. And even if I'm not the one who cooked it. Because we used to do it, one person cooks, the other person clean. So even if I'm not the one who cooked, he cooked, and he'd be like, oh, just put the dishes in the sink. I'll clean it. I'll wash it. He's been doing that a lot. And I was like, whoa,
that's
where's this coming from? I like this.
Spoiled.
I know. So I haven't done dishes in a while. Feels nice. And I also love how every trash day, our trash day is on Wednesday, so he'll always take care of our cat litter and make sure the trash is put in the trash as well as the recycling. He'll always take it out. I don't think maybe I've done it once when he's not home, but I've never really had to do it. He's always done it without me having to say anything.
Dang, you're living the queen life right now.
See, it's those tiny little stuff, guys.
Do you
Dang,
guys
Ma, are you listening?
So he's always on top of doing that. He'll take the trash out from all of our bathrooms. Our bathroom, we have trash in our bedrooms. So he'll take that out.
you trained him well?
I know. It's all him.
I mean, he is a big recycling
Person. Yeah.
Yes, that's
The other
probably
time
it.
he came over, before he left home, he was like, hey, Jessica, recycle. I was like, I got you, man. I got a whole recycle bin outside.
For those of y'all who don't know, he minored in sustainability. So we gotta,
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. I know architect was his major, but I didn't know he had a minor.
yes, that's what he minored. So can I just tell y'all, when we were dating, I would take long hot showers and he'd be like, stop, you're wasting too much water. or I'll just throw random stuff in the trash. He goes, no, this goes in the recycling.
At least someone knows that in your household.
It gets pretty annoying though.
I know. I remember just coming over to your house. Every time I throw something away, okay, recycling or trash? And then make sure to throw it in recycling if it's plastic or a garbage bag.
I'll just he'll just take it out of the trash and he'll put it in the recycling.
I know.
He's yeah, I think I love that about him. I think I've mentioned this before. I drink a lot of water, so even in the middle of the night, sometimes I'll wake up and drink water. And if I run out of water, I'll be like, "Hey, babe, can you go get me some water?" Because it's dark and I'm scared to go get water. And then he'll always go get me water.
Aw, that's so cute.
And like, even when we're like hungover in the middle of the night and wake up thirsty. Like, can you give me water? Like, he always go get me water. And it's like, I don't know. It's tiny little things like that I really appreciate, and I really like love him for it. And similar to Gao, even TK can be really selfless.
Oh yeah,
with
I
everyone
see that too.
Not me though, man. Don't get me started. Just kidding. But with everyone, kind of like what Gao said, like TK will go out and help friends when they need help. Friends and family. I know his brother Singy has called multiple times in the middle of the night, drunk, and like, hey, can you come pick me up? And TK would just get out of bed without a second thought and go pick up his brother, help him pull him out of a ditch, help go like jumpstart friends' cars. And so he's super selfless, and that's one thing I really admire about him. And I feel like that's something I need to do more of when it comes to family and friends and when they ask for help. Because sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm too tired, or I don't know, maybe I'm just mean. Like, I don't want to go help.
So maybe you're at that balance though.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes for Va, like, you know, being selfless is so good. But sometimes you kind of like, hey, you need to think about yourself a little bit too here.
All right, popcorn to you, Jessica.
All right. So I could kind of say the same thing, similar to Pa Houa too, how one of my love language is acts of service. So it means a lot to me when teacher does things when I ask him to do. For example, like doing the dishes, cooking and doing the dishes.
It's a big deal, guys.
Like I feel so guilty, but then like
Don't
just
feel guilty.
no, just
We're not
like,
trying to fall into gender roles.
No, yeah.
That's true. But I still feel guilty.
I just feel guilty because it's supposed to be like, I don't know, 50-50 where he cooks and you clean, right?
Yep.
But sometimes you're just so lazy, you're not feeling it, and you ask him to, when he cooks and you ask him to do the dishes too, and he's like, yeah, I got the dishes. It's like, oh, wow, like, give me your babies already. No, but yeah, that's one thing I love about teacher, because like I've asked him to do like so many things and he's just like, okay. And like I asked him to like run errands, or like, you remember that one time where the ladies, we were hanging out at your house, and then I think the guys were at Sam's house hanging out or something, and then I asked him to like buy another bottle of Hennessy and bring the diaper box.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And he actually brought it before he went to Sam's house, and I was like, oh, like, where did you come from?
You getting sex tonight, boy?
Yeah, no, he's just like very, you know, like not in like a motherly son way, but he's just, whenever I ask him for help, he always does it. Usually does it, but then sometimes he could be a rebel too, and that's where we butt heads. But other than that, he's like, Va and TK are more of like the selfless type, but I am more of the selfless type in the relationship, and he's more of the one that's like, hey, like you can't always help everyone. You have to make sure you take care of yourself first before you actually help other people. So he's that balance in our relationship. So I appreciate him for like always looking out for me and making sure I get the protection that I need.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think those type of people can easily get taken advantage of.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, there's just so many great things about him, but that's one of the top things that I love so much about him.
I feel like we're all really good balances between us and our significant others. And I think that's good. I like just having that balance. Like, we're not too much of this. And we can balance each other out. Kind of like how they say, like, opposites attract. But then you also balance each other out, too.
Just
and kind of pull each other
yeah.
out from, like, I don't know. I don't want to say dreaming too far, but, like, going too far that way. Like, pull you back a little bit and
Yeah.
maybe a little reality check about life and all that stuff, too.
Don't you guys think that everyone see your significant other so nice and so kind and so gentle, but then when it comes to you, they're actually like you see the other side of them, like
Yes, that's what I said when DK is selfless, but not to me.
yeah, because like I've heard a lot of people say teachers so nice, so kind, so gentle. But yeah, I see he is nice. He's
he
kind,
not?
but no, he is. He is a gentleman. But then sometimes he just do things where I'm like, man, all these people lied to me. He's not gentle or kind at all. But he's actually really a gentleman.
I feel like there's that too, and there's a point where you get too comfortable with each other, and you just kind of let loose and just be whatever and
That's true.
be who you're comfortable being under your own skin.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're talking to other friends and you're like super nice to them, but then when you're talking to like your sibling or your significant other, you're kind of more harsh to them.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah. So I guess that just means that
They're comfortable.
Yeah, our hobbies are comfortable enough to reveal or show their true self to us.
I feel like I'm more like that Tuva, where I'm like really nice to other people, and then Tuva I'm more like harsh and straight up.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, like over time, like I keep telling about like, "Hi, you didn't see the side of me when we were dating," and now you're trapped. It goes to show like you just get too comfortable with them, and you show this other side of you. I mean, it's still a true side of you, but it's just
It's a good thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also say like I don't think there's anything bad in that. I think we're blessed to be able to show our true self to our significant other instead of having to put up a front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Because now that I'm thinking back, I think when TK and I we were just dating, we were in the car, and then I felt like I had to keep talking to him. You know, like we're new in a relationship. We gotta keep conversating to see how much we have in common and whatnot. And then I think one time we just weren't talking, and then I brought it up. I was like, sorry, I don't feel like talking right now. I hope that's okay with you. I don't know why I brought that up. And he goes, oh, that's okay. Like, we don't need to talk all the time. I just enjoy having your company here with me.
Oh, that's so cute.
Dang. Okay,
He's
baby.
the one.
Okay.
Just marry me already.
Yeah, for real.
Like, whoa, I don't have to try so hard to create conversation.
Exactly. Like, I don't have to try so hard to impress you. Whereas, maybe with other people, we might have to try a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Right? So I think we're all really blessed to be able to find someone that we can be our true self with.
I agree.
I agree.
All right. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Don't miss out on our next episode. We have special guests featured in our podcast for next week. So make sure you listen in to find out who the guests will be.
Yes. And please connect with us on our social media and find us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and YouTube.
And while you're at it, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us. Talk to you all soon.
Bye.